So, you just finished up busting alien skulls on Space Marine 2, and now you're wondering what this whole 40K franchise is all about. But you're not quite ready to spend several $1,000s to play with toy soldiers for 4 hours, not to mention the headache you'll get from trying to understand the rules. While I do my best, at the end of the day, I am a simple man with simple pleasures. I like things that go bang, and I like things that go boom. And most of all, I like speed.
I have a mighty need!
Speed is the name of the game in Warhammer 40K Speed Freekz, and it's strategic play today for this audiovisual relay.
Zog off Rocket League. We's got car sucker with guns now. Custom booster blasters. Shock jump dragsters. Boom decker snares wagons. Got the whole lot of them here for you rowdy mobber kids.
If what I just said is complete hogwash to you, allow me to explain. Warhammer 40,000 is a grim, dark, far-future universe where everything sucks and everyone has a deep-seated shit-life syndrome that a bottle of antidepressants a day couldn't stifle. But they press on nonetheless because he died for your sins. Unless he was an orc. Orcs is made for fighting and winning. These space hillbillies don't care who they scrapping with. Often meaning fighting each other, and are just bloomin' jubilant, as long as it's a good crop. Amongst the orcs are a special breed of adrenaline junkies whose chiseled loins ache for one thing: speed. Speed Freekz falls in the twisted metal category of racing games. I played the PS3 game, and it was pretty fun, and I remember the premise somewhat compelling. Short story shorter, it's kinda like that scene in Avengers Endgame, except in Twisted Metal, it's a boss fight. These games are what most people recognize as the premier vehicle combat genre, but I know it is something different. Something shittier. Motor Mayhem is doing its best. And that was good enough for Kid Mick. Motor Mayhem was my jam because each vehicle was distinguished in aesthetics and abilities. It's what kept me playing this janky shit while I Need for Speed gaming where I don't remember collected dust. And while everything in Speed Freekz looks like a landfill on wheels, they're all very unique landfills.
Garbage day! Huh? No!
Which is exactly why I loved Motor Mayhem, and also why I love their real-life counterparts in Warhammer 40K. These wagons are direct copies from the tabletop models, and most of their abilities are ripped straight from their datasheets. Shock jumps get to teleport wherever they want, the snazzy wagons has a smoke aura that affects shooting, and the Grout Megatank can repair itself. The only real difference in this game is they get even more DACA, and more DACA is never bad. Shooting from the hip here. The Deathkiller Wartrike can harpoon enemies to get them in clamping range, and the Grout Megatanks have smart bombs. How smart, you ask? It's actually perfectly quantifiable by this guy's IQ. Moreover, the looted wagon doesn't exist as a datasheet on the tabletop, but the stolen Lehman Russ tank is one of the most iconic orky conversions in the 40K community. This in particular shows one of my most favorite qualities in a piece of spin-off media: a passionate recreation in a new form. This is exactly how you please old fans and bring in new ones. Helldivers was an overhead arcade shooter, Dead Up style. It got a core fan base, and after some DLC, team said,
"Hey, that's pretty nifty and all, but what if we tried it on people?"
Much like Helldivers, Speed Freekz feels like a single simple concept, take cool thing, and is so far executing it fantastically. The Speed Freekz culture, in a phrase, is Mad Max Orgs. This is exactly what Mad Max Orgs feels like. And just to cap off this absolute reverence to the fastest gits in the galaxy, incredibly customizable paint jobs. You'll love to see it. Holy high hell, I just realized the color palette is literally the Citadel paint line. This in mind, I considered painting one of my own buggies like my custom job in the game. So I fucking did. There's not much in this game's oily gutty works for the mech boys to dig into, and that's completely fine. A direct blowback submachine gun is a tube, a spring, and a doorstop. Much like the orcs, it is an elegantly simple device of destruction. And the best way to improve these systems is to make them go faster. The fast part is proper solid in Speed Freekz, and the driving feels appropriately smooth. This isn't Caged Element's first rodeo with drive-by DACA, and as if this company wasn't a dreamboat already. Whenever I actually wrote this, they fixed like 75% of my complaints in a 2 gig patch. By constructive criticism, more DACA. This game desperately needs a proper hockey wall rig, and I know just the thing. A nice shiny battle wagon to pile in all the boys. And might I make a suggestion? F is for firing deck. Next suggestion, if we can drip out our Speedy Freekz in the same manner as the war wagons, then I reckon this game's proper snazzy through and through. So here's the rub. This game catches W's across the board, though it's a microtransaction, season pass, booster pack, live service game. It never breaks character, and given the experience, a tenner in teeth seems perfectly reasonable to me.
And best of all, me boys, it be free. These squid for brain mech boys ain't even charging an entry fee. So that means there's already a whole mob of boys going fast as they like. Faster than yous. You gonna take that? Like a wee grot. Rev up that wagon. Lock and load that dagger. And remember, the red ones go faster.
And now for a little channel update. I know what you might be thinking. Mick, 6 months and all you have is 6 minutes to show for us? What gives? Well, this is the part of the video where I was going to talk about how I've been doing overtime all the time since the release of my last video. And then I got laid off, so, well, I guess I have some more time on my hands. In lieu of this, I've decided to open up a Patreon. I don't have much to offer, but if you show your support over there, I will paint your name on a little git. You know, just something a little sentimental as appreciation for it. Consider me a humble busker, playing my tunes and entertaining those who pass by on this little corner of the internet. And, well, if you got some spare change, or, I don't know, some lint, go ahead and throw it in my hat. Plus, if somebody's paying me a subscription service, I will absolutely feel immeasurable guilt if I don't make more frequent content, or at least long-form quality content. And of course, the cheapest and easiest way to support me is to like this video, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments, and go peruse the rest of my channel and see if you like anything else there. And if you've reached that point, then, pretty please, with sugar on top, push the fucking button.